Good evening, fellow Ambazonians. Good evening to our beautiful people. I feel extremely very honored for what this generation has proven. We feel extremely proud for what our people on ground zero have demonstrated to Cameroon and to the international community as to who is in charge. I want to thank the Ambazonian people, our children. I want to thank all the generals, the commanders, and all the forces across the 13 states for a brilliant, extraordinary, colorful, beautiful showcase of our independence. May God bless you all. Thank you for making Ambazonia a proud nation. Cameroon, from the beginning of this struggle in 2016, Cameroon has one primary intention: to make sure the Ambazonian people have no leader to trust, have no leader to follow, have no leader to believe on. Cameroon has one mission. The primary mission of Cameroon, the primary motive of the genocidal dictator of Cameroon, the primary motive of Diongute, the primary motive of the bees, the primary motive of the Cameroon military, the primary motive of the collective system of the CPDM fascist occupation party is to make sure Ambazonia and the Ambazonian people don't have a leader they can trust, a leader they can follow. That is Cameroon primary's motive. Why? A people without a leader will perish, according to the big book. A people that don't have a leader with a compelling vision for their future, with a compelling purpose for their lives, with a plan for freedom, with a plan for dignity, with a plan for accountable government, for systems of progress, for economic prosperity, for human rights, for development, educational development, the development of the court systems, the development of our economy, the development of international trades, and building international partners. Those people will have no space in a competitive world. Cameroon wants you, the Ambazonian people, wants your children to remain poor, to live in the dark ages, to not believe in themselves, to not have the capacity to dream, to not have the capacity of hope, and to be beggars even when they live in a land of abundance. Cameroon wants you to be homeless. Cameroon wants you to be a refugee. Cameroon wants you to be displaced. Cameroon wants you to become a Cameroun'S. Cameroon wants to kill you. Cameroon wants to rape your mothers, turn your fathers into little boys. Cameroon wants you to be a human being without life, a human being without a sense of identity, without a sense of purpose, because that's what Cameroon is. From 2016, when this generation rose up, the Ambazonian people rallied around the call of the consortium. The Ambazonian people rallied around Tassan, Wilfred, and Agbobala. What happens to Tassan? What happened to Bala? What happened to the people Cameroon said he wanted a dialogue with, to negotiate with? What happened to the leadership of the council? What happened to Justice Ayapa? They all ended up in jail, didn't they? When Sissekwa Ayoktabe rose up and gained popularity and trust, through the governing council and through the creation of the IG, the Ambazonian people rallied around Ayoktabe and answered the call of September 22nd, 2017. Millions of our people took to the streets with peace plans. What happened to them? Cameroon killed 481 Ambazonians in one evening. Cameroon murdered 481 Ambazonians in one evening. When Ayoktabe redeclared the restoration of Ambazonian independence in 1st of October 2017, our people answered that call, rallied around that leadership. What happened to Ayoktabe 2 months later? Ayoktabe, the president of the IG then, and 10 of his cabinet members, professors, lawyers, doctors, Ambazonian professionals, Ambazonian leaders of the IG were all kidnapped in Nigeria. Cameroon sent a military plane to Nigeria and transported them from Nigeria back to Cameroon. They kept them in bunkers for months, tortured them. They are still in Cameroun's concentration camp after 5 years, after 6 years, after 7 years. What did Cameroon do immediately after that? Cameroon introduced someone to fill in the space they have created. Samuel Sako. Cameroon introduced its own leader into the Ambazonian liberation struggle. And created infighting, division, the killings of soldiers, the disruption on the ground. They went after the prisoners. They went after the refugees. They went after those that are displaced. They went after those whose houses have been burnt. We managed to hold things together. We rebuilt the ground. We reunited the forces. We reunited the diaspora. We remobilized our population, and we channeled their energy against Cameroon. Tremendous sacrifices, a lot of work, because we understand the psychology of the enemy, the tactics of the enemy, because we have studied their DNA. We know how they operate. We know their thinking system. We understand their genetic makeup, and therefore their unconscious behaviors. They are both conscious and unconscious behaviors and actions. We re-strategized. We work extremely hard to rebuild the forces on the ground, to rearm the forces on the ground, to re-equip the forces on the ground. We created a military and realigned both the forces and the population. Dr. Cho Ayaba, the Ambazonia Governing Council, over the last few years, became the voice of the Ambazonian people, the focal point of Ambazonian nationalism. The focal point of Ambazonian nationalism. We provided the best education on an ongoing basis. We inspired, educated, elevated, empowered our people. We built resilience and a spirit of determination. We launched projects and programs that alter the liberation struggle and our leadership. We empowered the generals and the commanders to take charge because we understand the game of the enemy. We built 10 layers of leadership, both on the ground and out here. We created a 10-year liberation plan. We know what is at stake. We know what Cameroon is after. We know what their motives are, what their intentions are. The Cameroon colonial government is not interested in negotiation. It's interested to make sure the Ambazonian liberation struggle is leadershipless, has no leadership, has no one that can confront Cameroon, has no one that can challenge Cameroon, has no one without credibility, trust, and integrity. Because its goal is to make you to become an unbeliever. Someone who has no sense of direction. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to believe in. You don't know who to count on. So that you become a purposeless human being. So that you live and spend your day in political arguments without a sense of direction, without progress, so that Cameroon can continue the genocide, the massacres, the killings, the extrajudicial killings, the mass arrests, mass incarceration, creating more refugees, burning more homes, more communities, more villages, to render our people humanless, to strip away life from them. When they took Ayoktabe and inserted Samuel Sako, what happened to the liberation struggle? Divisive, chaotic, antagonistic. They introduced corruption. They introduced embezzlement, falsehood, character assassination, blackmail. They turned the Ambazonian people to be fighting each other, to be quarreling with each other. Over the last few years, we have altered the atmosphere and created a leadership that is world class. A leadership with integrity. A leadership based on sound principles and conviction. A sense of common and shared destiny. That is a collective struggle. We're not out to fight ourselves, to divide our people. The AGOVC is out to unite the Amazonian people, to unite our refugees, to unite our prisoners, to care for our people, to create space and a sense of community, to build trust within the international system, to win the trust and the respect of the international system. We create a transparent leadership, an accountable leadership. Resources that are mobilized are directed for humanitarian purposes, for the building of community schools, community clinics, community empowerment programs, educational training programs for our young girls and our young boys, for strengthening our forces. My fellow Amazonians, Cameroon took away Agbobala, Justice Ayaba, didn't they? Didn't they? Cameroon took away Siseko Ayoktabe Julius, Tassan Wilfred, Pam Fongalanfo. They are still in jail. Mancho BBC is still in jail. Penn Terence is still in jail. C. Conrad is still in jail. Thousands of Ambazonians are still in Cameroon concentration camps. They went after your generals. They targeted all top generals on the ground to make the ground not to have a leadership the people can count on and can trust. They went after Ivo. They went after No Pity. They went after Efan. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. We have created a liberation struggle that Cameroon cannot disrupt. We build an institution that will deliver independence to the Ambazonian people. The forces on the ground will liberate Ambazonia. The Ambazonian Governing Council will continue to provide the required leadership for the liberation of Ambazonia. Dr. Cho Ayaba, the purest Ambazonian nationalist, the son walking on the footsteps of Goji Dinka, promised the Ambazonian people independence. Independence means independence. 3 weeks ago, or let me say 4 weeks ago, we declared a lockdown to demonstrate who is in charge of the territory, to demonstrate who has control and authority of the territory. Cameroon deployed more than 5,000 extra occupation forces. What happened to the 5,000 extra occupation forces? They were nowhere to be found. Lele Lafrique was nowhere to be found. Okala Bilai was nowhere to be found. The SDOs were nowhere to be found. The DOs were nowhere to be found. The mayors were nowhere to be found. The colonial parliamentarians were nowhere to be found. The colonial senators were nowhere to be found. The colonial government delegates were nowhere to be found. For 2 weeks, Dr. Cho Ayaba rallied the Ambazonian people and the Ambazonian forces, and they executed the most successful lockdown that proved to Cameroon that their time in Ambazonia has come to an end. And that proved to the international community that Ambazonia is now in charge, fully in charge. Cameroon got mad. Biya got mad. Diongouti got upset. They couldn't deal with the humiliation. They couldn't deal with the defeat. They couldn't deal with the embarrassment, because they've paraded themselves around the world, lying to themselves, lying to the people of Cameroon, that Cameroon is still in charge in Ambazonia. Across the 13 states of Ambazonia, the lockdown called by the Ambazonian Governing Council, called by Dr. Cho Ayaba, the Commander-in-Chief of Ambazonian forces, in consultation with the forces across the territory, they implemented a successful lockdown. We were even surprised to see forces in India show up. We thought they had been all killed. They show up and force the lockdown in the state where the colonial prime minister came from. Where was Diongouti? To stop the lockdown in India, he was nowhere to be found, because the Ambazonian people are fed up with Cameroon, because the Ambazonian people are tired of Cameroon, because the Ambazonian people want Cameroon to be gone, to leave. Ambazonians want Cameroon to disappear out of their territory. They supported the lockdown. Cameroon felt threatened by this central leadership that has been accepted by all the forces on the ground and by the Ambazonian people. It proved to Cameroon that its disruptive strategies using bribery to bribe pseudo leaders, using money to bribe and corrupt pseudo leaders, bribe and corrupt activists, has failed. And the Ambazonia Governing Council is the voice of the Ambazonian people. It's the voice of the forces. It's the voice that represents the aspirations, the hopes, the dreams, the dignity, the humanity, and the future of Ambazonia. Dr. Cho Ayaba has been the primary threat to Cameroon's occupation of Ambazonia. That's why the 7 attempts to assassinate him have not worked. That's why they failed. After the successful lockdown, when Cameroon realized through the Ambazonia Governing Council, the Ambazonian people now have hope for a homeland, have hope for freedom, and that Cameroon will have no choice. Negotiate their exit based on our terms, or we'll send them packing on the ground. Cameroon came to the conclusion the only thing to do, if we cannot kill all his generals on the ground, we cannot corrupt his incorruptible forces, we cannot infiltrate and destroy from within, then we should engineer some schemes. Cameroon created fake NGOs to use the tactics of bully and intimidation to frighten Ambazonians. That the person they believe in, the person they rely upon, should not be counted on. Cameroon's aim, primary target, is to go after the leader. Why? Because he's the only one left to deliver a free homeland. That's why they engineer schemes using criminals, people without credibility, fake and fraudulent lawyers who are after corrupt money, to launch frivolous, flimsy complaints, which the international systems and the nations in which we all out here are living in are forced to respond to these complaints. Frivolous, flimsy lawsuits to frighten and threaten the Amazonian people. That's why they came after Dr. Cho Ayaba. The entire state of Cameroon is after one person, Dr. Cho Ayaba. The entire state of Cameroon is after one organization, the Ambazonia Governing Council, the Ambazonia Defense Forces. They are all tactics to make sure that Ambazonians don't have a leadership they can count on. To decapitate. That's the motive. To frustrate you. Because they don't want dialogue. Because they don't want negotiation. Because they know the truth. They understand, just like what we did to them during the Canada talks, Canada pre-talks. Cameroon has no case to make about their presence in Ambazonia. They couldn't do it during Canada pre-talks. They couldn't. Cameroon couldn't explain to the Canadians in front of the United Nations in front of representatives from Norway, from Ireland, from Switzerland, from the United States, from the United Nations. Cameroon couldn't justify why they claim that Ambazonia is their territory. Cameroon couldn't. That's why they are using violence. That's why they are using scorched earth policy. They know their presence in Ambazonia is illegal. And this generation will push them out. Those who have burned more than 2,000 villages and killed more than 20,000 Ambazonians, sent 750,000 Ambazonians to become displaced people, sent 450,000 Ambazonians to become refugees. Those who have raped, maimed, sent thousands to jail, are now claiming to be innocent. And those who are opposing their presence in Ambazonia, those who are challenging their presence in Ambazonia, those who want them gone, have now become the perpetrators, have now become those who are committing crimes against humanity. This is the beginning of the end of this manipulation and corruption. We are the Ambazonia Governing Council. We are ready for Cameroon. We are ready for Cameroon in any court. We are ready for Cameroon. We are ready for Cameroon. The Ambazonia Governing Council is ready for Cameroon. All the officials of the Ambazonia Governing Council are ready for Cameroon. Tapang has proved to them you cannot defeat a just cause. Cameroon doesn't have a case. The person who will end up in jail is Mr. Bia, Diongute, Akanganji, Regina Mundi, Lele Lafrique, Okala Bilai, and all Cameroon top generals. Those are the people that will end up in jail. Propaganda will not work. Intimidation will not work. Ambazonia still has a strong, stable, consistent leadership that will deliver independence. Dr. Cho Ayaba has prepared himself, the organization, and the forces for this. The Vice President of Ambazonia Governing Council is now filling in as the temporal leader. The Vice President of the Ambazonia Governing Council, the Deputy Commander-in-Chief of Ambazonian Forces, is in charge. The Ambazonia Governing Council is in charge. The Ambazonia Defense Forces are in charge. The generals, the commanders, and the forces are in charge. All Ambazonian forces, all generals on the ground are in charge. Nothing will disrupt and nothing will destroy the Ambazonia liberation struggle. We will beat Cameroon in any court out here. We will. Nsala Emmanuel, the criminal, the fake lawyer who Tapang Ivo defeated in the United States, the son of a minister of the Cameroon government that the Cameroon government is using for this intimidation. The Ambazonia Governing Council has assembled a team of the best lawyers, as the Vice President has stated. We are ready to take this matter to the highest level of the international system, to end Cameroon's existence legally in Amazonia. So I call on all the forces to remain focused on the mission, on the objective. We call on the Amazonian people to remain committed and resilient. This is your moment. We are closer to securing that destiny for you. Cameroon has no choice. Intimidation will not work. Bribery and corruption will not work. We will end their presence in Amazonia. All right? Fellow Amazonians, Cameroon, a primary goal for this liberation struggle since this generation rise up for 2016, and for make sure say while people not get a leader, institutions, organization where they feel trusted will give them independence. It don't always be in a Cameroon a mission for always any person will come up with the Amazonian people. They start for belief for that person. They start for trust that person. Cameroon don't make that person their primary target for either eliminate you, send you in jail, or they send you into exile. And everyone you there for exile, they still chase you. Till today, the papa for our country, the father of our nation, Pagoji, is still there for exile. For 2016, when this generation rise up through the consortium, Justice Ayaba, Tassan Wilfred, Agbobala, when the population rally around the consortium and the call of the consortium, now wait till Cameroon do one. Catch the Supreme Court Justice, Justice Ayaba, catch Agbobala, chase Tassan Wilfred until he succeeds for escape. Take Bala and Justice Ayaba, send them for prison. Would they hope say, if they catch the leaders, then the population will give up for make the liberation leadership-less. The population not give up. Through Skakuf, Ambazonia rally themselves. They create a governing council where they transform up into the IG. Ayok Tabe emerged as the leader of the IG. It make a call for our people then for September 22, 2017. All Ambazonians across the territory, they stand up and answer that call for liberation. Ayok Tabe redeclared the restoration of independence for 2017, for 1st of October 2017. 2 months later, Cameroon, it go for Nigeria, for kidnap Ayok Tabe and 10 other cabinet members of the IG, for render the Ambazonian liberation leadership-less. A struggle without a leader. As they talk for the big book, the people who did not get a leader, they go perish. It not end for it. Cameroon, he can't put his own leader. They take some person when no man no place where he come out. They just can't, Cameroon can't make it, say now I don't become the president of the IG. Sako. Cameroon used Sako for introduce corruption for the liberation struggle, for introduce embezzlement, for introduce the killings of fighters, the assassination of fighters, for introduce infighting for fighters, for introduce corruption of forces, for introduce the ambushing of fighters, for make all fighters on the ground for fight and for kill themselves. Now Cameroon introduce them for Sako for implementer. For make the diaspora, make the scatter, make what people they feel frustrated, make what people they not believe in the struggle, for give the struggle a very bad image. Cameroon, it take Ambazonian leaders, take Tassan, take Justice Ayaba, take Bala, lock them up. Take Ayok Tabe, take Tassan Wilfred, take Pam Fongalamfo, take Mancho BBC, take Tempen Terence, take C. Conrad, lock them up. Even cross, go for another country, carry their military plane, it go carry them cross international boundaries. The world never hold Cameroon accountable for these violations of international laws. Why? Because Cameroon want render the Ambazonian liberation struggle leadershipless. For make you, the Ambazonian people, you know go fit trust, you know go fit believe. Sako can give the liberation struggle a very bad image, a very dirty image, for make the international community, make they see we as a people where they not be serious, and the people where they only fight now for their belly. As a people, they only be interested for fight among themselves, so that the international community, this just cause, this pure, simple case, you know go fit support them. They bring in Sarkozy and Chris Anu for give the Ambazonian liberation struggle a very dirty name, a very bad image, a very bad reputation. The Ambazonian Governing Council is step in for salvage the situation.
The electronics that have come from China is disappointing us this morning. So the teacher is going to use her teacher's voice to make sure that she brings the children out with
Good evening, the good people of Ambazonia. Una good evening, wa papa wa mami dem. Una good evening, the Ambazonia picking them. With this liberation, this fight for create a better future, for create a better life, for create better conditions so that when I get a better future, when I get a better life, when I live happy lives, na for una. The Cameroon colonial government, it get a master plan. The Cameroon colonial occupation terrorist government, it get a master plan where it the one put them in place for make sure say the Amazonian Pekin, the Amazonian people, they remain unoccupied, conquered, and the people do not get a voice, they not get mop, they not get eye, they don't even get head, and they don't even get life. The collective uprising of this generation and all the work with the previous generations, they be don't struggle, they try for see what they fit do, for give our people better lives, for give our people rights, for help our people them to be self-governed, and for them forget self-determination, for create the kind country we were people that deserve them, and we were people that want them. Every single effort with the Amazonian people, they don't take them for use peaceful means for gain their freedom. They don't face threats, violence, death, scorched earth policy, massive incarceration. The Cameroon government, it get a master plan. And at the discussion that I want to get on with all with tonight. Yesterday I start for talk for now. And we start for translate for pidgin. We get a technical issue, and I see him. A Jordan like I just disappear for the screen. Just because you come up for a poor family, you know me say go remain poor. Just because you come out for a family when no person for that family, you never ever succeed for a way we could change that family, their lives. You know me say that family go ever remain so. Just because no person for your family never ever be a big man or an important person, where if you lift and transform that family, you know me say that family go ever remain so. Just because say mommy the fry puff puff for corner road, you know me say that mommy go always fry puff puff for corner road. Just because mommy the sell tomatoes, cut eru for market, they sell jama, it make na cocoa, make farm and sell cocoa, you know me say that family, their lives go always remain so. Just because say when you not get an uncle and aunt, we never go some other country and then he help the other one, them you know me say that family go always remain so. Just because they born you for a land and a territory where it be occupied and you don't grow up without rights, without a voice, without dignity, just because they born we inside torture, they born we inside Cameroon occupation, just because they born we inside Cameroon colonialism, just because they born we and all we don't grow up with the violence of Cameroon, the torture of Cameroon, the persecution of Cameroon, the killings of Cameroon, the dehumanization of Cameroon, the consistent harassment of Cameroon, just because the born we for conditions of occupation and colonialism. It not mean say we get for accept occupation and colonialism. It not mean say we get for accept that way of life. Just because the born we for those conditions, it not mean say that so our lives must end. It not mean say we must accept those conditions, and it not mean say we must live those for those conditions. It not be being our choice for be born for those conditions. I not be get a choice, say they born me for Kajifo. I not be get a choice, say they born me for Amazonia. My parents did not be get a choice. Your parents did not be get a choice. Just because they're born with for those conditions, it not mean say those conditions they get for be now the destiny where we inherit them. They're born with for those conditions. They're born with for this generation. They're born with for these times. Because life gives you a choice. Life will give you a natural choice. The conditions, now the opportunity will life give we for decide, for determine, and for create the kind of future we want them. Cameroon in master plan. Now say you accept those conditions. Cameroon in master plan. Now say you accept for being an occupied person. Now say you accept for be without a voice. Now say you accept for be without rights. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say if he kill you at any time, rape your sister at any time, rape your mommy at any time, kill your papa at any time. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now for you for remain poor. Now for you for remain hopeless. Now for you say you know if you dream of a better future. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say you know if you think, you know if you reason, you know if you ask questions, you know if you challenge things will be wrong. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say you be a corrupt human being. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say you're picking them. Your girl picking where don't pass, you finish high school. You get for go to sleep with big papa like Diongote for you for enter for university. For you for get hope. For you for get a job. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say you're beginning to become prostitute to Cameroon military. Cameroon in master plan for your life. Now say your sister them. You're picking them. Your girl picking them. They become prostitute to Cameroon police. They become prostitute to Cameroon gendarmes. They become prostitute to Cameroon bees. They become prostitute to Cameroon colonial mayors, to Cameroon colonial councillor, to Cameroon colonial government delegates. Now say your picking, your mommy, your sister were picking them, they become prostitutes. Now Cameroon in master plan that. Cameroon in master plan for your boy picking them, for the Amazonian man picking them. Now say if he kill them anyhow. If he take them anywhere, at any time, if he come for any village, any quarter, any community, at any given moment, and he conduct kale and carry all the man picking them, all the uncles them, all the auntie them, all the papa them, he carry them from una village, from una quarter, from una town, and he carry them go for any place. Whether not for put them for underground bunkers, whether not for shoot them and bury them for mass graves. The Cameroon in master plan that. Or not for take them, carry them go for Pobia e concentration camp for Kondengi, for New Bell, for Bafusam, for Marua, for Garua, for Ebolowa, for the Bulu Republic and keep you for that concentration camp so that the rest, they go ever, never, and ever, ever open their mouth for question Cameroon illegitimacy, terrorism, genocide, human rights abuses, and rape of the Amazonian people. Then. Now Cameroon master plan that. For this liberation struggle, when the previous generation, they don't use all peaceful means for demand for rights, for demand for the restoration of the Amazonian state, every single one of them, don't be bribed, don't be corrupted, or you don't be exiled, or you don't be executed, or you don't be jailed. If they bribe you, you not take the money, they'll kill you. If they not kill you, they exile you. If you take the money, they turn you into man way, they go turn your back, another man begin to sleep with you. If you be woman, another woman will sleep with you. They go turn you into what they say, they call and say Vambi. You must practice them for be part of the system. The Cameroon master plan that for your sisters, for your mommy them, for your papa them, all members of the Cameroon CPDM Central Committee, both man picking them and woman picking them, all women that sleep with other women then, a part of the system, a part of the court, all members of the CPDM Central Committee, as I don't explain for una, as I don't educate una, as I don't tell una before, all members of the CPDM Central Committee, even if they get woman for house, they get picking, they get another house. Winner for day, they go sleep with each other. Now, can the value system that, now the viruses and that, now the cancer that, now the disease that, now the poison that, Cameroon, it want create and from Amazonia. The Cameroon master plan, now for recreate Amazonia in the image of Cameroon. So that the people, they not feel rise up, they not feel be honest people, they not feel be people that way, they be morally upright. And for create a society of massive corruption, and for create a society of diseases, a very dirty society, a society where the people do not care about their communities, they don't care about their families, they don't care about the future of their children. If they see them today, they must chop and they broke pot. They don't care what will happen tomorrow. They don't care whether as they chop for that same place, the same place where a Cameroun'S is the chop, now for that same place is the shit. Now for that same place the peace. Go for the cities, for Douala, go for Yaoundé. As they buy fish for road, now for that same place, they turn around, they remain for that same place, they stand for road, the peace. And you see the other one, they shit for that same place. Now the life that we Cameroon want create for you. So to what be this political master plan? Since this generation rise up, and our Papa Goji Dinka, the Ambazonian nationalist, the father of the Ambazonian state, our Papa Goji Dinka, when he be rise up and he forced Cameroon for go back for your own name of La République du Cameroun. When he win the court case for Bamenda High Court, and he win the court case for Nigeria, when he give you the name Ambazonia, he beget a dream, he beget a vision. Just like every other founding father, now forgive the Ambazonian people then, in name way the world enough it confuse with Cameroon. Now for help we
for regain who will be as a people will be morally upright, a people will be straight people them, a people will want to do the best thing for their country, for their community, for their families, a people will want to build a society with progress today, communities with better today, peaceful communities, communities where they develop, communities where the people they get the right kind of education. It gives them the capacity for be creative, for be able for discover things, for be able for think solution to problems, for be able for care for one another. A society where each community and the next community, they get along, they do intermarriage, they need to fight each other. If problem they, this chief for this community and that chief for this for the other community, they go call council meeting. The two villages, they will come together, they settle their differences, even if those differences may be in a land dispute. If it pass them, they bring other neighboring villages, they come together, they resolve their problem. While people they never ever be a people where they fight each other. But people don't always be a loving, caring, supportive, nurturing people. Pa Goji get a vision for the Amazonian people then. And for build the most beautiful country. For be the most safe and secure country. A country where people they get the best quality of life and where they get the best education system. A country where people they get the best government, an accountable government. A country where when election time reach, a true election. When they vote you for office and the people they vote again, they not vote you, they vote as one person, you accept that election and you leave and the other person take place. Election way, na real election, real democracy. With the money where they put on for build bridge for a community, they build that bridge for that community. Money where they put on for build better school, they build that better school as the school where they want build on. Money where they put on for fixed road or for give the people the water, the people they go get that water. For the time where they talk say they will get that water. A government will be responsive for the needs of the people there. So Cameroon no one make you get this kind country. Cameroon no one make you get this kind life. Cameroon no one time say because you come up for Kembon, because you come up for Imojo, because you come up for Bisonaba, because you come up for Nchang, because you come up for Tenako, because you come up for Bacho. Cameroon no one make you succeed. Cameroon no one say because you come up for Barombi. Cameroon no one say because you come up for Kugwe. Make you succeed. They want make you remain a primitive human being. Even when the world moves so fast. And today now we're talking about AI. Cameroon want make you remain a cocoa farmer. It want make you remain a cassava farmer. It want make you picking the remain picking the way. The only thing they know now for go farm and for can make gari and for can make apple. And the only thing that Cameroon want for you. When you come out your village for go town, you will spend plenty money. You want come back for road. For small worker, we go take you 30 minutes. You must bribe 5 colonial, military, police, and gendarme control points. Cameroon don't want put chain for your neck. Want put chain for your foot. Politically, any attempt for Amazonia for try for talk about independence, about human rights for the Amazonian people, about self-determination for the Amazonian people, the Cameroon government, it will take you out. For 2016, when the consortium being led by Paatasan, the Teachers Trade Union, when Agbobala, it will be one of the leaders of the consortium. And the Ambazonian people, they rally around that common leadership for represent the interests, the hopes, the wishes, and the aspirations of the Ambazonian people then. Now, what did the Cameroon government do? What did the Cameroon government do? The moment Tassa, Wilfred, and Agbobala, when the Ambazonian people, them all Ambazonian, they rally around them as their leaders. Now, what did Cameroon do? Cameroon quickly take Bala, it take Justice Ayaba, a justice for their own Supreme Court. It take Bala, from the consortium, it take Paatasan, the big man for the Teachers Trade Union. It catch them, catch the justice, catch Bala, go lock them. Mancho one talk, it catch him, go lock him. Pen one talk, it catch him, go lock him. Conrad one talk, it catch him, go lock him. So at every stage, with them Ambazonian people, they don't mobilize themselves, organize themselves, and they get leadership. We don't show up for stand for Ambazonia. Cameroon, it master plan. And for what they call and say, decapitate, for cut the head of the people them, for make the people them leaderless. Because when the people do not get leader, we get the vision for the people there. We carry the hopes and the wishes of the people there. When a people do not get a leader, we get the vision and it carry the love of the people there for their heart, just like Christ. A people without a leader, they go be perish. Cameroon no one make Ambazonia. He ever get any person where he ever stand up for represent the hopes, the wishes, and the aspirations and the dreams of Ambazonians. Any man will rise up and he really stand just like God is stand, just like Tassan be stand, just like Justice Ayaba be stand. Any person where he dare for stand up for defend the rights of the Ambazonian people then, for defend the hopes of the Ambazonian people then. Any woman, any man we stand. Cameroon make sure say the first thing, if they not fit assassinate you, they not fit poison you, they not fit kill you, then they will want to try for bribe you. If bribery fail, they will use all means for threaten you, for make your life a miserable hell. If those things they fail, they must send you into exile. And everywhere you do for exile, they will create all kind agents for write all kind fake stories and label you as a terrorist for make your life uncomfortable because you stand for defend the rights of a people. They catch Bala go lock 'em, catch Justice Ayaba go lock 'em. Till today, the founding father of the Ambazonian nation, Pa Goji, still there for exile. A people where they not get a leader with a vision for their future, they will always be perish. That's why Ambazonia don't remain under Cameroon occupation since 1961. Because no one never ever stand up for challenge Cameroon. For challenge Cameroon, their illegality and their impunity for the Ambazonian on the Ambazonian people then. And so they want the way they dare for stand up. They go assassinate them, torture them, jail them, buy them out, or exile them. 2017, Ayokabe Julius, through the transformation of the consortium into the creation of SCACUF, and from the transformation of SCACUF into the governing council, and eventually the creation of the IG, the Ambazonian people, they answer the call of the consortium. They answer the call of SCACUF, and they rally around that leadership. Cameroon start to feel threatened by the unity of purpose, by the collective resistance of the Ambazonian people. Cameroon start for panic. See, they think, say, as they take Justice Ayaba, go put it for jail, as they don't exile Goji, as they don't put Bala for jail, and then they eventually bribe, corrupt, and Tony into a Cambazonian. Enough it speak truth again. That means they don't castrate it. That means they don't move it canas as a man. And if it be a woman, that means they don't move it Bobby as a woman. So now it could be a man woman. And if the woman, it could be a woman man. You not be woman and you not be man. If you be man, you not be man and you not be woman. Because Cameroon don't move, the thing will make you a man and the thing will make you a woman from you. That's why Bala, after 8 months for Cameroon prison, he surrender. Make a deal. Sign. Say no go ever stand for independence for Ambazonia. That's why Fontaine sign. Make a deal. They no go ever stand for the independence or for the freedom of Ambazonia. And the thing that happen when Cameroon take you from a man and they make you a woman. And in the process of taking a man and making you a woman, which today they call and say transgender. In the process of that, you not be a man and you not be a woman. You not be a woman and you not be a man. Now the people in that, where Cameroon the creator forget 7 heads, and for the top for 7 tongues, and forget 7 positions. You not be man, you not be woman. You for truth, you don't know what to be truth. You go always talk. Now we'll water for your mop for the benefit of the occupier. You become an agent of the occupier. For sell your own people then. For surrender your people then. Because you want position. Because you want to make Cameroon make you fame. They give you fame. They give you money. They give you prestige. And integrate you into the class of the beneficiaries of the occupation. Now you be a person where you make a living now on the suffering, the death of your own people there. When they transformed the SCACUF into the governing council and eventually the creation of the IG, the Ambazonian people rallied around a common leadership. They rallied about the rally and stand with a call way Sesekwa Yoktabe Julius, where he emerged through Skakuf into the governing council and eventual the creation of the IG. He emerged as the president of the IG group. The Ambazonian people answered the call we make for September 22, 2017, and millions of our people, they took to the streets, to our communities, for proclaim their readiness for freedom and for their collective defiance and resistance. Say they reject Cameroon colonialism and occupation. That September 22nd, 2017, the Cameroon occupation terrorist government, it deployed helicopter gunships and tanks and thousands of troops, including the one that we borrowed from Chad and Equatorial Guinea and Central Africa, deployed for the Ambazonian territory and killed, according to the data, the Cameroon colonial government for September 22nd, 2017, for that evening alone, the Cameroon government, they killed 481 Ambazonians. We slaughtered them. The mass graves is still there for Boya and all around Boya and Munya area. Same thing happened for the Savannah states. 3 months later, now what happened to Ayoktabe after he emerged, after the Ambazonian people rally around that leadership? Now what happened to the leaders of the IG group? The Cameroon colonial government, they go right for Nigeria. They go kidnap lawyers, professors, doctors, Ambazonian professionals. The leaders of the IG group, including the president of the IG group, the Cameroon colonial government, is sent in military intelligence. They enter right for Nigeria. They go kidnap Ambazonian leaders. From render Ambazonian people them leaderless. A people without a leader. So that the people will perish. So that the people will remain confused. So that Cameroon will start for control the narratives. From December 2017, now we're there for October 2024. 7 years later, Ayoktabe Julius, Tassan Wilfred, Pam Fongalanfo, and the other Ambazonian leaders who they kidnapped them from Nigeria, 7 years later, they still there for jail because Cameroon want make Ambazonia be leaderless. They no go fit get a leadership where Ambazonians if you trust them. That's the master plan. So that the people will remain confused and they will surrender themselves back into the occupier. You know, and for day, when Cameroon, they take Ayok, kidnap Tassan and Panfo, Cameroon be thinking say it don't cut the head of Ambazonian leadership, and therefore the struggle will fail. The resistance, the collective spirit of the people them, Cameroon will weaken our spirit and it will put fear for our heart. We go surrender. Cameroon make the biggest mistake. Ambazonia an ideology, na psychology, na thinking system, na vision, na promise, na destiny. Guns, they not quench the thirst of freedom, the quest of freedom. Tanks, they not stop the desire. They not stop the police, the gendarmes, the armor cars. They not stop The Amazonian people, them, they are wanting of freedom. Their desire for be free. The intensity of their readiness for battle la Republic. You take Agbobala, take Justice Ayapor, take Mancho, take C. Conrad, take Penterence, catch 7,000 Ambazonians and go put them for jail. You know, waking the Ambazonian people, their spirit. You take Sisi Kwayoktabe, you take Tassan Wilfred, you take Pamfor, and all leaders of the IG, you go put them for jail. You not stop the resistance. It instead intensify the resistance and it multiply our efforts. Cameroon immediately inject your own people them inside the struggle. They take your own leaders so that Cameroon now go create your own leaders. We want them for you. Cameroon bring in Samuel Sako, Ian Chris Ano. From nowhere, they can make them leaders of the IG. For introduce corruption and embezzlement. For take the disease we don't destroy Cameroon. Implant them into the Ambazonian struggle. So that Cameroon will take the Ambazonian struggle and it make them into the image of Cameroon. They use Sako for introduce corruption and embezzlement for the struggle. They use Sako for implode the struggle, for kill fighters, for make Ambazonian fighters, where they be united, for make them, they take their guns, they turn them against each other. For make generals, make the staff for lay ambush for one general to another and begin to kill themselves. For make fighters, they come up for one location, they go for another location, for go dismantle, for go disarm other generals. And they eventually, Samuel Sakoyi and Chris Ano, the disease where Cameroon, it catch Ambazonian leader them. It create a political vacuum. It create a leadership vacuum. And it take your own leaders and put them.
Welcome to ACN.
Not than that, did he do all means for make sure it's not broadcast? As you know, because of work, I travel a lot, and so we do everything humanly possible for maintain the spirit of victory, and they try to do every means, everything humanly possible, because we tell the talk, it depends them. Because the truth we will stand upon for free our people from this chain of slavery and colonialism and occupation and genocide. It worry them. We could continue. They take your leaders. Every step I give you this education because you must understand the master plan of the occupier for you and for the liberation. If you don't understand the master plan, then you know if you understand why Cameroon they do the things and way they do them. I know if it predict their next move. You will be carried away by propaganda and by intoxication. Will be very deliberate on you. They get a master plan to destroy you, destroy your future, and for destroy your liberation struggle. For take back your country and for make you a captive people there. They take your leaders of the IG group, and then Cameroon, he insert his own leaders. We don't incarnate them and crown them as Ambazonian leaders. For bring Cameroon, make and control the struggle. For introduce the diseases when then they destroy Cameroon, so that Ambazonia go be destroyed before Ambazonia won't even exist. So that Ambazonia will get abortion, liberation abortion. Ambazonia will get independence abortion. Ambazonia will get an abortion, a destiny abortion. So that Ambazonia experience a miscarriage for their independence, for their freedom. So Cameroon engineer these things. That's why they go after Justice Ayaba, because they understand the truth we stand on. That's why they went after Tassan, because they understand the truth we Tassan stand on. Justice Ayaba was be incorruptible. You know if he bribe you money, because he stand for the truth about who will be as a people. Tassan stand for the truth about who will be as a people. So they don't like him. Because the truth will set the people free. Because the truth will set the people free. Because when you get leaders, will it be driven by conviction and truth and a love for the people there? That conviction, that love of their people them, that truth, it will set the people free. So Cameroon, you got to take your leaders with a stand on these principles, with a stand, with God you stand, forgive we a state, a destiny, the future where God promised we. That's why they go after those leaders. That's why they go right for Nigeria. And that's why they catch for make the people they made feel confused, for make the people they made feel fearful, for make the people made feel doubtful, for make the people made talk so okay, if Cameroon fee go after the leaders, then who will be as a common person? Then they will come after me. So that you give up. So that when they cut the head, the body die. Now a counter liberation strategy where they go after the head. If we take the leader out, the organization will fall. So after they create this political vacuum and they create this temporal chaos within the IG group, Cameroon create a reincarnation of Cameroon and they bring Sako in. Samuel Sako, now a reincarnation of Paul Biya, a reincarnation of Cameroon, now a clone of Cameroon. That's why they take Ayo, put him for jail, for fill in that gap with a person where he must fulfill the promise and the agenda of La République du Cameroon for destroy the liberation struggle. That's why the first thing they do now for introduce corruption and embezzlement, so that the Ambazonian people go lost faith, so that the Ambazonian people no go believe, so that you go start for talk say, if they don't already start for embezzle and for practice this kind level of chronic corruption, we will never even finish the liberation struggle, we'll never even finish the war, we'll never even get into negotiations, we'll never even get recognition. Then imagine if these kind of people them that they succeed for take power, that they succeed for govern we. So they introduce bribery, they introduce corruption, they introduce the killings of generals, they introduce the killings of commanders, they introduce the disarming of camps. Then they start to make false promises to soldiers. They not recruit, they not train soldiers. They start to go after soldiers. Then. The one we refuse that corruption we Cameroon don't introduce them. They will come after you. The one where he refuse falsehood, they will come after you. The one where he refuse to answer yes, sir, they will come after you. They destroy the ground. Because the unity of the ground, it will lead to victory. Cameroon goal. Now for make sure say the ground it be chaotic, it be argumentative, it be fearful. Soldier no fit come up from one location for go for another location. Because now the conditions are the one create them. For create, make the ground it be full. Make the soldier them on the ground, they start to fear each other. May they not trust each other. May they not collaborate. May they not work with each other. In that way, they could be vulnerable to Cameroon military. When you there for block A, the soldier for block B not trust you and he go see you as an enemy. So now when you there under attack, enough he can't defend you because in the course of coming for help you, if they go kill you or Cameroon go kill you. So they divide all forces then and make them become weak. Cameroon enter inside. Sakoyi and Chris Ano, through their county by county strategy, the Ambazonian fighters, according to the statistics, almost 634 Ambazonian fighters, they die like that. They just die like that because of false promises. The ground scatter. They go after groups. They start to go after leaders. They start to ban groups, ban leaders. Just like Cameroon, they ban Ambazonia and send them into exile. They start to ban groups and ban leaders. Cameroon launched a campaign for go after every person where it not align with these thieves, with this embezzlement, with this corruption. All the money where they raise them in the name of Ambazonia, they go squander them just like Cameroon, they squander the money will be meant for the development of Cameroon. So that the forces they know will get the weapons. Refugees they know will get job. While people that be displaced, they know get the kind of support where they need them. The Ambazonia Governing Council, all these agents will La République create them for make sure say Ambazonia not get leadership where Ambazonia fit trust them. That's the goal. The master plan that Ambazonia no figure the leadership. Cameroon goal. Cameroon master plan for make sure say Ambazonia no ever get a leadership who will stand, will be straight, will be honest with the people them. And if he stand and defend and stand up for the people them, may get a crooked people them. People they only care about themselves. They don't care whether the struggle fail or whether soldiers they feel survive. The Ambazonia Governing Council, Cameroon recruit all sorts of agents and rally them around Sakoyi and Chris Anu. All these agents not been a for stand for fight for the Republic, been a for stand for fight the only movement with the Ambazonia Governing Council, Dr. Cho Ayaba, the Ambazonia Defense Forces. The Blue and White Army get more than 50-something people then. From Sikot to JK, from Eric Tato, all Cameroon rally all them with the distribution of money for make sure say Ambazonian liberation struggle becomes very chaotic and very confusing, so that the people then for diaspora they go wash their hand for the struggle. Ground Zero go wash their hand for the struggle. During those period, the Ambazonia Governing Council, the Ambazonia Defense Forces, they be persistent. They work very hard for reunite the forces on the ground. They work very hard for rebuild the confidence of the territory, for repair the relationship between the population and the forces. All the stuff will come back for a liberation struggle. Where people they start for trust again. We start for deliver better October 1. Generals that get the space for be able to fight Cameroon. General No Pity show up and he teach Cameroon a lesson. General Efang show up and they teach Cameroon a lesson. We rebuild the ground. We rebuild the forces. We build the first professionally trained military, the Akamatsu. We change the ground, stabilize the ground. We rebuild the egg of sea and rebuild Ambazonia image for the diaspora and for the international community. We create back and win back the trust of all forces and the people them, reunite our people them, and put all our energies for fight La Republic. In the last 4 years, we don't give our people them the kind reputation will be required. We don't give our people them the kind trust will be required. We don't gain trust and respect of the international community, build partners, and eventually push Cameroon until Cameroon commit to an internationally supervised negotiation, the first of its kind in 62 years between Ambazonia and Cameroon for the Canada talks. That's leadership. Now, which we don't be able for deliver for our people then. Because of we stand and be filled with the love and pain of our people then. We stand for serve. The purest Ambazonian nationalist, Dr. Cho Ayaba, through a consistency and persistence, build the finest organization, the finest nationalist organization for deliver independence to the Ambazonian people then. Cameroon start for shake because all the paid agents, their schemes did not be to work again. All the money where they don't use them for bribe people them and settle people them, settle their lives, settle them for their businesses. Those people, they don't run out of energy. Dr. Cho Ayaba, the leadership we don't provide them for the Ambazonian people them. The quality of that leadership How it don't help for stabilize the ground and give the Ambazonian people until they never get them. It provide leadership inspiration, provide consistent hope, consistent clarity, inspire all forces on the ground for work together. With the chairman of the World Council, Dr. Benedict Kwa, today we get a different ground zero. We get a different ground zero. The Ambazonia Governing Council, over the last 1 month, the 2 weeks lockdown, with the Ambazonia Governing Council column, in consultation with all the forces on the ground and the Ambazonia Transition Authority, the success of that lockdown is frightening Cameroon. We never ever see a lockdown with forces for all the 13 states, including forces who would think they say they don't disappear and don't die all. Forces for Ndian, for the state with Diongo te commode, 10 Kobo forces them. They picking them. They woke up, they stand. They send out a strong statement of a collective voice. The mountain lions.
Yes, fellow Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, today at the 9th of September 2024. Now,
The mountain lions, under the great General Sagar, they come out, they show collective resistance for implement the lockdown. The marine forces for Babala, the forces for Boyo, across the 13 states, all the forces, they implement the lockdown while population honor the lockdown, including places where the occupier don't populate them, like Victoria and Boya. The lockdown will be 100% successful. La République du Cameroon finally woke up for sleep. Say, what? Huh? Nationalists, they don't nationalize, they don't radicalize, they don't capture the seat of the Ambazonia for them. La République realized and said, through Dr. Cho Ayaba, that independence don't be actualized. Through the Ambazonia Governing Council, with the unity on the ground, the population and the forces, Cameroon, a time from the end from Ambazonia don't come. That's why the success of the lockdown, where it sent the most powerful signal to Cameroon, say presence from Ambazonia don't come to an end. Even when Cameroon be deployed, an additional 5 to 10,000 extra police, gendarme, army, and bees, with more than 100 extra armor cars or APC, they not be fit for stop the lockdown. Lily Lafrine not be nowhere to be found. Okala be nowhere to be found. Diongute be nowhere to be found. Pobia be nowhere to be found. Regina Mundi be nowhere to be found. Tabetando be nowhere to be found. The colonial SDO be nowhere to be found. The colonial DOs be nowhere to be found. The colonial mayors be nowhere to be found. The bees be nowhere to be found. The army be nowhere to be found. The police be nowhere to be found. The gendarmes be nowhere to be found. Ambazonia take over. They lead a people without a people with a leader and truth. They will always be delivered. Finally, the leadership with the people they trust them, they count on, they believe in, they commit to. They deliver the biggest blow to La République. That's why La République get for engineer a new plan for frighten, for bully, for intimidate, and for disrupt. Just like the plan for take Justice Ayaba, put it for jail. Take Tassan, put it for jail. Just like the plan for go for Nigeria, go catch Siseko Ayoktabe, catch Patasan, catch Panfo, and all the leaders of the IG for 2017. That's why the success of the lockdown, the success of that 2-week lockdown, we demonstrate say Cameroon the presence of Ambazonia don't end. Now it make them come after Dr. Cho Ayaba. Because now it don't emerge. Now he now be the leader of the liberation struggle. Now he now ground zero to listen to. Now he now the commander-in-chief of Ambazonian forces. With the forces the trustee. And he speak for them, fight for them, defend for them, advocate for them. Once Cameroon realize them, Cameroon get for make sure say, if as they be tried 7 times for assassinating, they fail. Even one use Capo Daniel during the negotiation process for send Capo Daniel for Norway, so that if he go for Norway, he go meet up with the leader, and therefore na Capo Daniel go poison Dr. Cho Ayaba, and therefore kill Dr. Cho Ayaba because of 250 million CFA. That plan can fail. The 2 weeks lockdown is shaking La République to the core. Because we prove them, so we don't defeat them. The message was loud and clear. So they go for engineer all these fake lawsuits and put complaint all over, so that the systems they go for respond to those complaints until they would recount their lives and say, just an engineered scheme where they use fake lawyers, bribery and corruption as tools of intimidation and tools of distraction and tools of disruption, as tools for frightening all man. Say if we go after the one when I be the toughest, I be the most stubborn one, I be the purest. If we go after you, then what about the other one then? So that all man now it go shake. So that La République now it go make the liberation struggle leadershipless. When I remember, a people without a leader they will perish. That's why La République no one make you get a leader like Cho Ayaba. That's why La République no one make. That's why from 2016, their overall goal now how we assassinate the character, blackmail in every shape, every way, every means, and every shape possible. Because the one made make a liberation struggle it be leadershipless, so that you go give up. You must understand. Paul Biya, we don't burn 2,000 villages, kill more than 20,000 Amazonians. The big general then, where they don't burn villages, rape, kill, maimed, with all the evidence that they out there. No man ever talk for them, talk say they don't commit crimes against humanity. That the freedom fighter, that the human right defender. Una must understand the game. That's why they go after ADF leaders. That's why they go after AGOFC leaders. Because they know say through the Ambazonia Governing Council, we could deliver the independence. I want to tell all Ambazonians, we don't study all these things. We don't study Cameroon, their DNA, their thinking system. We don't study Cameroon, their psychology. Cameroon will ever succeed.
United Nations has
for
called
inside.
for an independent investigation into the violence and has said perpetrators of the killings should be held accountable. Meantime, opposition parties and rights groups in Cameroon have condemned the killings, which they have attributed to the Cameroon army. The Ministry of Defense denies the army is to blame. It, however, claims that only 5 civilians were killed in an unfortunate accident which was sparked by an explosion.
So you must understand, Cameroon is goal now for make sure say the liberation not get a trustworthy, credible leader with the international community will respect it. Wait till Cameroon they try for doing, just like they did when they take Ayok Tabe and Tassang and Panfo. When they take them, the Cameroon recreate a virus and choke them inside the Amazonian struggle. Cameroon, it want make Cristiano, it be the person when Nayi will be the person will be the Amazonian leader. Cameroon want make Nasako be your Amazonian leader. Cameroon want make na the thief and the corrupt agents, the compromised agents, the one who they don't sell generals, the one who they sponsor the death and engineer the death of the senator Kemende, Capo Daniel. They want make na them, they be the people where they go stand for talk say they be a leader. Now Cameroon is master planner for you. The one the way they don't get credibility. The one the way they don't go take money. The one the way Cameroon don't move them from point A and resettle them for point B. Now the people in the Cameroon want me to speak for you. The one they even their own names they not fit pronounce them. The one the way they not get they not even get one small even cultural credibility. The one the way they go use them just like the world use Cameroon. Now the people there the way Cameroon want make they be a leader. That's why they go after the nationalists. That's why they go after the one who they stand on the truth and they stand for unite what people them. They go now after the one who they want unite what people them. They go now after the one who they want unite the forces. They go now after the one the way they stand for deliver the independence for the Amazonian people them. Because the one live now nyam focus. The one live now the one the way they only can for can kosh. The one remain that the one the way they only can for can lie and for can fool guna. The one the way they don't tell una say make una surrender to DDR after they don't go take 250 million from Cameroon because I deny my own. That's why they still talk the truth. And the Ongute know they send the first 50 million. I deny me. Oh. They send another person with the second offer for 100 million. I talk to an office sell Kajifu people then. An office sell Manfe people then. An office sell Ambazonian people then. Because I want probably a dirty money. Then they can offer $250,000, 250 million. I deny. And I go report the matter for the Canada, their own FBI, where they call and say the RCMP. I go report the matter. Say Cameroon, they try to bribe me as a political and a human rights activist. So they make a shut up, so that they continue the genocide for Amazonia. I report them. I think Cameroon want them for you. I get bad news for Cameroon. The Ambazonia Governing Council got a 10-year liberation plan. The AGOVC create a 10-year liberation plan, a 10-year leadership plan. Inside the AGOVC, you get 10 levels of leader them we already groom up because we don't already know where they come. We don't anticipate all these things. If you take Dr. Ayaba or you kill Dr. Ayaba, the next one will come and it will be more stronger, more powerful, more groomed, more sophisticated than Dr. Ayaba. It could be more nationalistic than Dr. Ayaba. The same thing for the ADF. The ADF get 10 levels of leadership. 10 levels. We must deliver independence and freedom to the Amazonian people. So, fellow Amazonians, you must understand the game of the occupier. Not live and may they deceive you. Not live and may they intimidate you. The Ambazonia Governing Council, as the chief of staff of the leader, don't talk. We sent out a message the other day. We will handle La Republic. We'll take care of La Republic. Not just another battle this. And we'll take them to the next level of the international system. We Cameroon must leave Ambazonia. We'll teach them a lesson for the Canada talks. We then serve the sign for that document and recognize we as a people of former British territory as a people from the former British Southern, as a people from the territory of former British Southern Cameroon. I correct myself. For the document Cameroon sign now, will not be people of the northwest region of Cameroon. Will be people of the territory of former British Southern Cameroons. That document, every time, anywhere, for any court, an international document during an international negotiation. And the first step that we will be one time and will secure them. Cameroon in end don't come. Cameroon not get no argument for making for the international community as to claim for Ambazonia. So what people them? Shake in a day. May no man no shake. Wait till we don't build them. It could deliver the independence of the Ambazonian people. Then. Cameroon get a choice for enter into genuine negotiations. According to the plan, we don't create them. For bring all we for go shidon with Cameroon as one and people them. Just like we do during Canada talks. Cameroon get a choice for engage for meaningful, genuine negotiations. But the first step, I say, must be public. The next round of negotiations, there will be no backdoor negotiations. Public statement, Cameroon must commit publicly. Canada talks will be now 3 months of underground negotiations. And at the end, probably also defeat the wrong. The end don't come for Cameroon. They not get a president. They don't know what will happen for Cameroon. When I get ready. The forces will be ready. When I get ready. Because Cameroon is going down. And as the vice president don't talk, we don't put in place the process, the systems, and what will be need done for the takeover plan. We'll talk for one more tomorrow. Now get a good night. Shake in our day.
The electronics that have come from China is disappointing us this morning. So the teacher is going to use her teacher's voice to make sure that she brings the children out with what they prepared for today. And we're so confident that our children are going to do it. They should not be afraid. They should not feel that the microphone has disappointed them. But what we need is the information they have inside them.
A brief Amazonian history.
A brief Amazonian history. From 1995 to 2024, Dr. Cho Ayaba began this fight on the 14th of May, 1995 to 2024, when the Southern Cameroon Unit was created. By then, he was the Secretary General of the Southern Cameroon Unit. SOCATEF, meaning Southern Cameroon Defense Force, was launched on the 13th November 1996, when we are 13th General of the 13th State of the Southern Cameroon, where today we are honored to be with camp number 1. Today, Dr. Chok is our leader.
There is back number 1.
The Southern Cameroon Unit was created. ADF, we pray that you should lead us our freedom, where we are going to benefit from good education.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you for the history of Amazonia.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's great.
Welcome to ACN.
You can see that.
This is the phone of Daisy. He's there live.
the Fon of Basis live at the King Palace. Told that he's the oldest in Norway's Amber land, the Fon of Basis for Richardson back. That is to show how he is very determined. The denizens are very resilient because they know that victory is ours, victory is here. Indeed. This is the fort. You see the honor. The anthem of Amber land will. The anthems of the Amber will be sung by the young kids. Everybody will contribute to sing the anthem. Yeah. These are the Takumbans. You see them, the Takumbans. These are the kids. These are our kids. These are our kids. These are the kids of Besi that are going to sing the anthem. You see up, I said it, the Southern Cameroun'S flag has been finally posted. If anybody is joking somewhere, they should know that the people of Besi, the denizens of Besi are not joking because the flag has been finally posted. And we are getting toward the 1st of October where we are to jubilate. We will celebrate. This is our form. He is the father. Nobody is above him. He is coming to crown it. You see these kids. These are our kids. These are our kids.
This system. And when the lawyers, they be protest, they complain. It can't be in a Poland, they beat lawyers, they disgrace lawyers for public. So we don't look, say, we be making a marriage and that marriage, you don't broke. We want to stand on our own. We don't want to join with them anymore. So we want to stand on our own, like our own country. We will build our country because when you look at our roads, all things they come up for Sonara. Kotawe, it come up for Sonara. It be falling for some areas like we are road and if you look at no road, no Kota, it go only for Frenchman. The price of petrol where it comes.
That's the road he's talking about.
Price of petrol is high for here pass, even for Yaoundé where they don't get petrol. So we don't feel continue with that kind of marriage where people that only cheat we, then we will go be only for begin, follow them for back. So from today we don't decide say we will go stand on our own. We join our brothers in diaspora. We stand on our own from today. We no want to see green, red, yellow for our territory. We no want to see red cap for our territory.
Flag. Show
so
flag.
Our flag
Amazonian
from
flag.
now Amazonia.
MP of Bello, the MP of Bello, which is for the Boyer subdivision. She is here and she is leading the population. She's leading the population outside here, which is Wainanchi Honorin. She's here and she was taken red-handed by the population that went over there. As we can see, the world has to know that the people have done it their own part. The MP is involved. The whole people of the community is involved. Outside here for the news. Outside here for the news. We are getting everything involved and we are making sure that as the population march with a peace plan, let everything be for peace and let everything be for no violence and let everything be for the rights of the people. That is what the people of the Bello subdivision stand for at the moment now as the reports are going. I am in Lekam reporting for the update at the peaceful march past today. This is the Honorable Wainanchi Honorin. She's getting the population a bit outside here, and the population are out here with them. As you can see, it is enough for the population, and that is what they are saying. And as you can see, they are saying, let my people go. These are the words of the marching lot. He said, let my people go. Go down to Yaoundé and tell Paul Biya to let my people go. It is time for the people to go. It is time for them to go. Freedom is what the people stand for now.
No violence, 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 no violence. The police have blocked people from going up to upstation. People are singing and no violence. They have come out with weapons, with unarmed civilians. Look at them. Those are the police people and the army. They are out trying to fight unarmed civilians. No violence, 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 no violence. This is what we want. No violence. This is what no violence. This is no violence. How many people for their cooking? How many people for their cooking? Oh, don't give me tired. Oh, don't give me tired. Oh, don't give me tired. How many people for their cooking?
of us, we are not afraid. We have come to the final end to take our independence by force.
So where I go now?
We want to have a deal office. They don't go, we go, no go, they start to take us or asking them. We want a peace.
Mancho BBC must go out today. Mancho BBC Cameroun'S arrested. Cameroun'S must be released. Mancho BBC must be released. We are not under Republic. We are not under the Republic of Cameroon. Thank you.
It's a peaceful revolt because we need our freedom. Yeah, we need our freedom. They brought back, they want the violence. We will take that violence because many have died and we are willing to die. They have lost our system.
God is angry. Yeah, very bad.
Anything but freedom. We need freedom, God.
Until this matter is settled to the end, before any school can resume in this southern Cameroon. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Time long reach. We need freedom. Freedom we need. Liberty we need. We need
freedom and we need employment.
Employment under which government?
Fighting for that freedom in the name of Jesus. We shall conquer. Amazonia. Fighting for that freedom in the name of Jesus. We shall conquer. Amazonia. Fighting for that freedom in the name of Jesus. We shall conquer. Amazonia. Fighting for that freedom in the name of Jesus. We shall conquer. Amazonia. Fighting for that freedom in the name of Jesus. We shall conquer. Amazonia. Fighting for the freedom. We need to maintain our culture and tradition that we inherited from our brilliant master Britain. We need them. Education to have.
10 years today, president cannot address a nation. 10 years, a president cannot address a nation. For almost 25 years now, I don't know how a president looks like. I have certificates, no job. Where is this nation going to? Are we going to die? No.
It is our duty. We will keep resisting them until our freedom is restored. Amazonia has rise. One nation, united as one, we will conquer.
One destiny. Today mark about a year since the project started. The rest of states not doing anything to solve the problem. We are excited to put our massively.
But we will keep resisting them.
Today is about freedom. We today declare freedom in Amazonia land. But it's the capital of Amazonia. Today is the end. Mr. Amdia give up the freedom. We marry it for 55 years under marginalization. Today we are free. Amazonia, oh yeah?
Good afternoon. What is going on the street of Boya?
Voila. I'm just from my house. I wanted to come to the street.
Every man know English, man go try.
I'm just from my house to come to the street. I saw the children where they went. They send them back home that they should not go to school again. And it is true, man like that. I'm standing here like this. My son is in the going nowhere. He's in the house. And I cannot be driving the taxi. They paid me 25,000 pounds. That's nothing. So I need the country to be changed. They will pay me 40,000 for my job. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what?
Ne donnez pas les instructions, laissez les gens marcher, on va t'identifier. Tout le monde est descendu. Good morning. Good morning. Et ça, c'est un message qui est très très fort. This is one tough message. Ah, c'est la magie. Ça veut dire que the town has finally changed.
Cut.